episode of Blip Ship Apex. We're visiting the Quins. Medium-sized Quin. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Your exhaust is too loud. How you doing, sir? And for all you who don't know, this is the small size Quin, Dale Quin. Or as we like to call him, Aldo. Aldo, Instagram right here. Follow this guy.
That's Tiny Quin.
Tiny Quin?
Tiny Rick.
I'm Tiny Rick. 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 Tiny Rick.
Yeah, that's your little older cousin? So today we're going to be looking at the S2000. We're going to find out what's wrong with it. We're going to make Aldo keep it because he wants to sell it. We'll see what happens. Why do you want to get rid of this car, Aldo?
I don't know. It makes more economic sense. I also have a Camaro SS 1LE.
Oh, that's why you want to get rid of it. It's the Camaro talk.
Oh, LS3.
Don't lie. I've seen it. It's a V6 one. Don't lie. Let's not lie to the people. I've seen how fast and how slow it is.
You know, but even then, as far as like track purposes go, or even just canyon carving, that car is very capable and faster than this one, really. I mean,
but it's all about the JDM life, bro. You can't be JDM in an American car.
Sure, it can.
Have you? We're gonna check out what's going on in the rear suspension, right? You have some sort of issue going on in the rear.
Yeah, I hear some kind of like knocking noise. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to figure out if it's maybe some panels. Cool. It just bugs me.
Yeah, I know how that could be.
Especially when you have the muchachas with you.
Yeah,
the chicas. They're like, what's that noise? Like, shut up.
It's my knee. It's my knees. All the running, all the cartilage is gone. So we're gonna go find out what's going on with this car. But let's go over a couple of the upgrades that the car has. Just as we walk through it, Aldo, the first thing I see is these beauties right here. These are the Recaro SPGs, not the XLs, because our friend here is size small.
Right.
So it's a full Recaro SPG seats with Takata 5-point harnesses.
No, 6 points.
6 point.
Yes, sir.
Now you get more points for that. Anyway, so it's the Rockstar roll bar. It is gonna keep you alive if the car rolls over. It has a hard top to it.
It's a wrapped hard top. It's actually Suzuka blue, but I just took it because by the time I got it, it was like 4 years after Honda stopped selling them, so cost a pretty.
You were late to the game, that's why.
Yeah, I was.
So suspension wise, it's on Tane Flex.
Monoflex, yeah.
Monoflex.
Yeah, they're crap. Now, like, all things considered, now it's. I mean, they've been good, but I've had them rebuild. But I mean, there's better stuff out there.
Tell them what's wrong with this Tanes. They're not what?
Fortunes.
There you go. That's it. So that's the end of the video. We figured out what's wrong with the car in the back. No.
Issue I ever had with the car where I had to take it to the dealership was a radiator had a leak. Other than that, I mean, it's bulletproof, and I abuse this car.
Hey,
I mean,
don't say that. People might buy it.
No,
man.
I'm talking about. I mean, I abuse it, but I mean, it's oil's changed and and so forth. I've had to change the differential
rear diff.
for
now
track.
We have this is where we put it in Güero saying OS Gaiken, right?
We need the Gaiken.
Where's Güero when we need him?
We need the Gaiken, boy.
It's an OS Gaiken LSD, and man, does it make a difference.
And that was installed by Evasive.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Right, I remember that. Also, we were so close to getting Aldo to install his brand new CE28.
I've had them boxed for
setup.
about. It's a square setup, but it's actually concave in the rear, even though they have the same. They're 17 by 10. I think it's plus 44 in the rear, plus 45 in the front.
That's the Evasive setup, right?
Oh, that's the base setup, right? So there's very few out there. No matter removing
what color is this? This is what?
Right now it's a little dirty, but
oh, it's a different shade of
Grand Prix gray.
We're going with
Grand Prix gray.
We're going with championship white.
Okay, let's do that. That'll get plenty of clickbait. You say championship white anything on YouTube, but it is Grand Prix white, right? With a red interior, and I know that's rare.
Black and red, right?
Okay. So right now it has the Recaros in it, but he does have the stock seats and the stock suspension for it. So we'll see if he sells it. But let's show us why the Camaro makes you want to sell it. Let's see that car. But this is the reason why Aldo might get rid of the S2K. Tell me, Aldo, what's so special about your big yellow banana boat Camaro?
My Rumblebee?
Your Rumblebee?
Yeah, my
there you go. So tell me what's so special about this Camaro, just in case people can't tell that this is a different Camaro than just the standard SS.
Yeah, no, it's not a standard SS.
This is the 1LE version
Of the SS,
the
correct.
track-specific
Right.
SS version. And again, another car where you are the original owner of the Rumblebee, right? And I understand this car is a lot faster than the S2000 on track, Aldo, but it's just the fact that we want to get the S2000 to be as fast as this right out of the box. That's all part of the fun.
That may be true, but I mean, out of the box, it's already faster than the S2000. Way faster.
But it's so much easier. Look, if I wanted to be faster than you want to leave, I'll buy a Ferrari, right? But that would be too easy, even though I would never be able to afford it. But you understand what I'm saying? It's just the fun of it is modding and getting it to be, getting the S2000 a 4-banger to 1LE status.
Flip chip, Apex, GoFundMe, Patreon
Oh,
for the
man.
Ferrari.
Hey, yeah, we'll start that one on the next one. That information will be right. I'm just kidding. It won't be down at the bottom. But again, tell me, why yellow?
Well, you know what? It's a bit of I had a thought to that. It's not because Rumblebee and the thing that you have with that.
No, you wanted the transform. You wanted Bumblebee.
Yeah, I thought it would transform. When I bought it out of the box, I thought it would transform. Turns out I have to do a lot of modifications so it could turn into.
Yeah, that kit isn't out yet. Yeah.
Right.
This is an LS3.
LS3, right? 426, well, crank, 426, right.
426,
Yeah, it makes about 380, 386 to the wheels.
So, upgraded suspension over the standard SS. Upgraded wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Better braking.
Transmission
better
as well.
Transmission is better. Is it a Tremec T6?
It's 6060.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, again, this is what's keeping Aldo from wanting to do more to that thing over there. Yeah, this car's a beast, man. It's definitely, I understand you. I get it. I get it, Aldo. I get it. But don't do it.
I'm going to have you drive it, dude. You can become a believer.
All right, you buy Fortunes, and I'll drive the 1LE.
I'll consider your offer.
Don't get rid of the white Comet. We love this car too much. It's been in the family for a long time. It's been through a lot, and it's been good to us. So Aldo's letting me drive the 1LE. I want to see what all the hype is about. I've driven my brother's SS before, so maybe this will make me a believer, and I'll understand why he wants to keep this over the S2000 and move on and stay with the V8 power. It's definitely crazy. So here at Blipshift Apex, we don't always just mess with Sentras and 4-bangers. We definitely like to appreciate all kinds of driver cars. This is definitely a driver's car. I mess with Aldo, but I understand why he would love this car. Why this would be his preferred car over the S2K, but hey, the tuner in me wants to fiddle with things. What do you think, Sergio?
I think it's a really nice car, and maybe we'll see how this thing pulls right now.
dilemma now. This thing pulls hard. Golly. No wonder my brother loves his SS too. Need a ride?
Are you insured?
Huh?
Are you insured?
My survival?
I could take that ride.
Alright, so what do you guys think? Sell the S2000, keep the 1LE, get rid of the 1LE, keep the S2000. What do you guys think we should do? Put it down in the comments. Let us know what you think. Let us know.
JDM, USDM.
Hey,
Just leave your comments below.
V8 power, F22C, Well, let me know what you guys think. Let Aldo know what he thinks, what you guys think. So
I'm
he
open
can.
to a suggestion.
How about a Nissan Patrol?
Oh, damn.
So
Saudi Arabia.
yeah, let's go to Dubai. Now back to working on this thing and getting that problem fixed. Definitely, you have to keep the S2000.
Why?
Just because I like it. I mean, it's just why other reason? As long as I like it, you gotta keep
So I
it.
can take you for driving the truck?
Yeah, exactly. So I can ride in it again, right? Because I know you're not gonna let me drive the Camaro.
Why not?
Oh, never mind. So we're selling the S2000. Whoever comes up here with what? No, well, as long as they don't come with Monopoly money, I think we can sell it. So what we have here is, although I see aftermarket sway bar.
ABAC. IBAC or IBAC?
It's IBAC. Oh, so it means you went to the IBAC meet?
IBAC.
You went to the
Also, it means you went to the IBAC. Also, it means you went to the IBAC. Also, it means you went to the IBAC.
IBAC meet and got these?
No, I got them from Evasive. As a matter of fact, I bought, I think, just the front sway bar, and they gave me both of them. 2 for 1 sale.
So if you buy the car, if you'll buy it with the rear one, but the front one will come free?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and look at what's wrong with the suspension. Aldo says there's some sort of clunk coming from the rear, so we'll probably try to disassemble as much as we can and go ahead and inspect the dampers, make sure they're not leaking, make sure there's nothing broken, make sure there's nothing twisted. We'll see what we find. I don't see any blown out ball joints. I don't see any blown out bushings on the upper control arms. I don't see anything wrong with the lower control arms on this side or on this connecting side. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and remove the Tane suspension, put on all those stock suspension, let them drive on it like that for about a week, and if the clunking goes away, we will know that it's the Tane monoflexes that are bad, and then we will send them off to get rebuilt by Tane.
Nope.
But look at those. No, we won't?
Hell no, I'll get something new. Maybe some fortunes.
Group buy coming soon.
He saw the light.
He finally saw it? He saw AJ holding him like a baby on my Instagram.
Here's a picture. Who did it better?
Right here. Here goes. Right here. You first mount your brand new CE28Ns on your S2000 to test fit. Again, these are the Evasive square setup. Wow, these wheels look good. So, Aldo, seeing these wheels on the car, how can you even sell it? Look at that. How can you sell it anymore, Aldo?
It's like getting rid of your firstborn.
It's like you just got brand new shoes for your child, and then you gotta say, you know what, you can't wear them to your first day of school.
Hey, a child outgrows his shoes.
But this one's already fully grown and matured. It's not gonna grow feet anymore.
It does look good, huh?
Yeah, it does, dude. That looks fantastic.
Imagine the cornering.
I think this is gonna have to be the clickbait pick right here. It's gonna have to be the thumbnail right here. I noticed that if you can hear that, the top hat is loose. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna tighten these up, make sure all the preload set correctly. You guys have seen in the previous videos how to set preload correctly. This does have a helper spring to keep preload set. So we're gonna go ahead and tighten this up, set the preload, and hopefully that's the end of Aldo's issue. But Aldo might get fortunes. Big word is might, right?
It's a possibility.
All right, so let's go ahead and fix this and put it back on. He wanted to know what 500s feel like, so I'm gonna let him drive my P11, my G20 with Fortunato 500s. They're set to midway. It's my daily driver. 500s with Swift springs. We'll see what he thinks when he gets back. Jim Wolf pressure plate and OEM 2.0 SE disc, so it's stiff.
Yeah.
Not as bad as other shit, but it'll take the abuse.
Yeah.
It's not an action clutch, but you know, it won't blow up my splines.
Yeah. Pretty good. suspension feels really good.
That's my daily driven setup.
Yeah.
I can stiffen it up all the way and you'd be able to tell huge.
No, but even then it feels good. I mean, it's a little bit more, how you say, bouncing around.
Yeah.
But it's very compliant.
Yeah.
I mean, and mind you, these streets have, mind you, I'm in a residential, but there's a lot of bumps in this area here. It feels really good on tight turns. This other street back there, the next block over, has a lot of turns and tight turns. Yeah, it feels real good. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like when the suspension's compressing that it's hitting against the chassis. It doesn't feel that way. It feels soft. It feels controlled.
None of those cheap. Oh, again. It's not poorly dampened.
It doesn't feel like a Tim Monoflex is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like those crappy coilovers you got. Looking at the coilover, we found that the top hat was a little loose, and that was probably causing some of the clunking. So we're not going to install the stock suspension, which Aldo has right here. Sergio, put it on the floor and show him how it no longer makes any freaking noise.
I've been skipping the gym, so
You've been doing AJ's curls?
bear.
Bears? Oh my!
No,
Yeah,
no play.
no clicking.
No play.
So we're gonna do that to the driver's side, see if that's the cause of his issue, and hopefully we can get Aldo to keep them and put tires on those Volks and continue to track this bad boy as we continue the project. So if you like what we're doing, again, like, subscribe, follow us. We're gonna keep bringing you content as our pockets permit. Again, we're just regular dudes doing what we can on a budget. So, well, at least we buy quality when we buy it the first time, right? Always. If you have money to buy cheap, you have money to buy expensive. Just save a couple $100 more and you'll buy one time instead of it costing you twice the price for buying the cheaper product. You know any cheap products?
No, I don't use that.
You wouldn't know because you don't look at cheap products. Only quality. So we're gonna go ahead and test drive the car. Make sure all the clunking is gone. Aldo will know what he's listening for since he's the one that has driven this thing since its birth. So let me know, Aldo, if that corrected the issue. We'll find out. Any play you have in the top hat will be pretty much exaggerated even more once the weight of the car is on it.
Thank God for this channel, because I wouldn't have known that.
That's what we do.
Let's hit B-Tech. I might just reconsider getting rid of this car.
I just fell in love with it all over again. Looks like we fixed the problem. What do you think?
You guys fixed the problem.
So it's BSA to the rescue? Saving one vehicle at a time? So next time, 510s, right?
Yeah, 510.
Guys, so next time, next episode, like and subscribe. What else you got to say? There you go. Definitely don't buy the cheap Believe.
I wasn't a believer before. I'm a believer now.
There you go.